Well, hello guys, welcome back to my stream. I'm Angry PinkBanshee and this is day 13 of me trying to overcome my fear of speaking English. Yeah, and I have to say, I kind of feel like my welcoming speech is getting more confident day to day. Yeah, so you guys, I said that we maybe gonna try, some other game, which I plan on to, kinda really try today. But I would like to kinda fix my reputation, kinda, cause the last time I was playing Phasmophobia, which was yesterday, to be honest, was really bad, and I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't find evidence. So it was it wasn't a great day to play Phasmophobia, to be honest. But I wanna try to get the kind of good feeling about it. So yeah, so I'm gonna start with that. I'm kind of need something to warm up a little bit, and yeah, it also works for my English for the I have to kind of get to start the brain to be working for to be working properly and stuff. Yeah, so I'm kind of have to talk for a little bit to be just to get into things. So yeah, we're gonna start it with Phasmophobia, and then we're gonna kind of change the game, and I'll show you this cute game which isn't released yet, but there is no embargo at all, and I am allowed to show it to you guys. So yeah, I can't wait. And if you guys if it's something that you will like, I definitely would be inclined to play it again. So tomorrow, for example. So yeah. Let's go with Phasmophobia now. So, single player. Yesterday we kind of started to play Insanity, but I got the feeling that I am not on that level right now. But let's try it anyway. We died yesterday. Yeah, it wasn't I was really distracted, and I couldn't guess the ghost right. It was really bad. Insanity has slight kind of difference in the options. When you compare it to the nightmare difficulty, Insanity has only one evidence. It has no cursed objects, so it's kind of harder to make money. But if you make everything the right way, you gonna get really good amount of money, and also XP. And since I'm gonna, go to Prestige 3 just because of my ego is the size of, planet, probably Mars or something bigger, Jupiter. Yeah, then I wanna go for Prestige. So yeah, in that case, we have to kind of get more money. If we wouldn't be if I see that I can't play this, difficulty, I just go down with it. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah, so let's go Tanglewood, which is, the map that is the smaller ones. So yeah, it should be kind of easier for me to navigate in it. Also, I just wanted to say that I start my day with hot cocoa with a little bit of coffee in it. Yeah, and it's getting kind of cold, so I have to be really quick, and I have to, or fast, and I'll have to just, drink it. So, our case, 199, Maria Nielsen, probably Nielsen. Yeah, we have to, kind of prevent the ghost from hunting with crucifix. We have to use, incense and capture a photo of the ghost, which I can do, definitely. And since we have only one, evidence, it will be much harder to kind of proceed and find the evidence, because, there is much higher chance of us not finding it. So I just, kind of took some take some, things, bring it into the house with me. I'm gonna turn on the lights. Yeah, the fuse box is always turned off on this difficulty, but I think on the nightmare it's the same. I'm not really sure, but I think so. Mr. Lazy, hello! How are you today? It's so great to see you. I was kind of wondering if you'll stop by today. I wasn't sure if you are at work or not. Yeah. Yeah, it's so great. I was just saying that we're gonna start with Phasmophobia today in the, on the like higher difficulty we set yesterday. But, I kinda like, maybe in hour I'll be trying, and showing you this game that I was talking about, at the like end of the stream, like yesterday. So yeah, we're gonna like try the Monster Lav today, and I'm so looking forward to it. So yeah, it's great to see you. I hope all are fun on stream. Yeah. I think everyone is like great, and I really hope that you guys have a great time. So how are you today? Have you slept well? I surely did. Yeah. So I took the cross with me, and yeah, we gonna. Like, this is going to be, like, much harder than we were used to. We don't have any cursed items right now. The ghost, will have only one Okay, so the ghost... Turn off the light. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, so only one evidence. No curse items, which we need to, like, kinda, like, have in mind. Also, the ghost, I'll have lower sanity, like from the start. The ghost also gonna like drain our sanity like much faster, and our sanity pills isn't as strong as before. So yeah, we have to kind of like work with this, and we gonna be so much more like aware. And like it will be slightly different. We have to be like more careful, definitely. And I kinda yeah, I wasn't sure if this is like a hunt or if the ghost is hunting me right now, but the ghost room is obviously over there. So yeah, so the ghost is like behind the door, right? That's good, actually. I kinda like... Yeah, that's what I thought. So, no raid then. There's also, like, no footsteps. So, we gonna kinda, like, rule out raid. And I'll go with, kinda, like, strategy. First of all, I want to try... find the only one evidence we got for the contract. So I'm gonna go and kinda like rule out or scratch the the evidence that we definitely like won't get. Yeah, and when we got the one evidence, I'm just gonna, kinda unroll it, and we go over the ghosts we see over here. Yeah, it's kind of like process, but it helps me to keep track of what I did in the game. Cause, when I was like really like playing Phasmophobia, there was time when I was streaming and I was playing a Phasmophobia every single day for a few hours a day. And most of the runs were kind of like blending together, and I really quickly like lost track of what I did in the game. And also when I was like trying to keep up with my like viewers, I was like talking to them and stuff. Yeah, and it was kind of like distracting, and I just had problem with like going back into the game, and I keep like forgetting what I did, what the ghost was doing and stuff. So yeah, this kind of like helps me to kind of like navigate in this in the games. So yeah, I'm gonna do this like this way. I'm not going to say that this is like the best way to do it, but it kind of like works for me at the time being. So yeah. Also, I see that we've got ghost orb. So the ghost orb, ghost orb, could be, you know, it could be, you know, the mimic. So there's like, you know, possibility we can get another evidence, but I don't think it's mimic, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, let's go with the idea that we got ghost orb, yeah, and it's the right evidence. So we are down to quite a few ghosts, and Maria Nils. Okay, so my first like impression of the ghost was like Banshee when I got into the house, but also a mare. So sorry, mare. So let's see what the ghost will be doing, and then we can. I heard this kind of like rumor that if we get like Hantu, there, even if you have like no evidences, there should be a freezing. I don't know if I understand it, if I, you know, got it like right. I don't know if it's like kind of like rumor. I don't know if it's like real thing, but I wanna kind of like try to prove that it's working or not. So what like hurt it could, you know, do if we just try it, right? Yeah, I just heard that, you know, Hantu has always freezing even when you like don't have space for the evidences. So this, you know, this kind of information is kind of like the thing that I'm looking for when playing this game. It kind of like moves you, I think, forward with your skills. Oh, oh, oh. It was like really strange, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, so the ghost is kind of like moving around a bit, right? Yeah, now the ghost was here, okay. I don't think it's like working right now if I'm going to... Yeah, it has no value, I thought so, yeah. We're gonna need the photo of the ghost, it would be great. Okay, so what more I can do in this case? So we got the only evidence we can get. So we don't have any cursed like objects. So what we are going to use against the I wanted to say demon because I really wanna see the demon. Yeah, but let's just, you know, start with, you know, completing this little quests here. So I'm going in with Smudge Stick. I am going to probably... Could it be like Onryo? Yeah. What about if we try to make Onryo angry? What about it? I'm gonna, you know, take these and put them, you know, into the house. Usually I am going for three lanterns, and it's because I hope that I got the right information, but when you got, you know, when you got only one light source like candle or lantern or whatever, yeah, there is like possibility that if you have like Onryo and he kind of like blows out the candle, it can start, you know, hunting you. But it's much better if you have like three, source of fire, because, you know, it is said that the ghost like kind of reacts after, you know, like the third, you know, interaction with fire. And like, I don't know, I heard that like all the time. I also kind of like find it, I don't know, on the internet. So yeah, and I have to say that I gonna like, I had idea that I like tried it and it seemed that it worked. So I'll be working with these, you know, these like three candlelights. So we see it should be working that, you know, or it should be that when you have these three fire source, you should put your cross like not really over here, but somewhere around here. And like Unreal. Okay, that I kind of wasn't expecting, to be honest. That I wasn't. So I'm gonna take another one when I'm try to going to like when I try to like explain. Yeah. So when Unreal is in the room with you, it should target the fire, like it should be its priority over the cross. So this kind of sucks because I have to like to light up like all of them, and when they are like lights up, and you have like cross over there, and Unreal like blow off the fire, yeah, and it start hunting, and the cross is like whole. It should mean that it's Unreal. Yeah, it should like prioritize the fire, but I'm not sure if I like understand how it really works. I'm not like 100% sure I get it like right, but yeah, I want to like try it to see how it like works, how it goes. So yeah, I don't think it's Unreal, to be honest. I kind of feel like this is really Banshee, to be honest. We'll see about that. What's your Discord or IG username? I don't have any Discord or like IG. I'm sorry. I also have to like, I don't want to like be rude or anything, but I have really weird feeling when there was like, I'm streaming for 12 days, and there was like many times that someone like kind of like stopped by, and the only thing that was like interested in was my Discord server or username, or what I mean, or Instagram or stuff, and it kind of made me feel like, I don't know, isn't it kind of like bot or something? It's so weird. Why would people be asking about my Discord or Instagram instead of kind of this usual question I would like expect, like, I don't know, where are you from, how are you enjoying your game, or you suck at this. you know what I mean. I don't want to be rude. I kind of like, maybe I'm like a little bit like paranoid, but yeah, it's I've started like to get this strange feeling that why, like, is it like thing, is it like nowadays like something that people like do, like they are like, is like everyone on the Discord right now? Feel free to respond to that. I really like, I genuinely like asking why why the interest in Instagram or the Discord. I could understand this. I kind of like can understand or get the Instagram. Maybe people wanna like see how I look. Yeah, that I could like completely understand. But yeah, I also find out that kind of like people want to know how old I am, which is also like really like strange, but I kind of get it. So yeah, I could like get the Instagram, but the Discord, why would it's kind of like fishy, to be honest, to me. Yeah, it seems like I had I've had experience with Discord server, and it wasn't like really great experience, to be honest. I also had this attack of kind of like a raid of bots, which was like really bad. The day I wasn't on the internet, I wasn't like online, and I wasn't able to do much about it, and it was really like bad. So I'm kind of more careful with it. So yeah, so I'm really sorry. Maybe I'm just paranoid, but yeah, I kind of it's kind of it's kind of weird for me. Also, when the person doesn't respond to anything else, I get the feeling that it's like kind of like bot, or stuff. So feel free to like kind of like correct me or, you know, like explain to me. Please don't be like offended. It didn't mean it that way. I just, you know, I'm kind of like trying to explain my way of how I like kind of feel this. Yeah, so let's go with incense. I don't really wanna like kind of like, you know, use the incense when I am not in the hunt, cause, you know, it would be like waste of the incense. And I really need a photo. I don't know how I do it, but yeah, let's try this. Also, it could be yokai, you guys. It could have been like yokai, since we were talking a lot, and yeah, the hunt started like really like next to me. It could definitely be a yokai. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with another, you know, cross. And now I'm gonna sit here and wait. Yeah, and it will be awesome. It would be awesome if we got also our, you know, EMF. Yay! And now we wait. Do you guys have any idea what ghost it could be? Also, today is really like snowing. Yeah. I was kind of like happy that I thought that maybe it will be like more warm. And nah, it started, you know, snow again. So yeah, probably I don't see the ghost, but it would be great if I, you know, kind of like knew where it was. Type in chat, I don't have a headphone. Why are you watching stream when you don't have headphones? Why would you do that? Yeah, I don't think it's unreal, to be honest. But I also like don't think it's a banshee. Maybe it could be Mare. I wanna go to turn on the power, but I kinda like don't want to, you know. You guys, it happens to me all the time. The ghosts just show up and I don't have my camera on me. This is like kinda like rookie mistake, right? And I'll do it all the time. Also, oh. Okay, so it's not Obake then. Get you? Is it hunting? Well, I have to be honest with you, I'm not really sure. Did you get the feeling that the ghost was like speeding up when I was moving? It's kinda... It was not... like, it wasn't really Reve. I wouldn't say it's Hantu. I am... thinking... You know, it wasn't Raichu, right? We would be dead. Raichu is like really fast one, and yeah. I didn't get it's like Diane. I kinda like think... which the ghost was kinda hunting from the other room, right? Do you think it's Tai? Yeah. I think we would I think we have to wait for another hand and maybe test out, you know, yokai. I don't know if it's yurei. I kinda like, it doesn't seem to me it's yurei, but I am thinking about banshee for the stalking, thigh, and yokai. To be honest, I don't think it's banshee, but I don't think it's Diane also. So we'll see. I'm gonna take my camera again. I should, you know, have tried to, you know, take a photo of the ghost when the ghost was hunting me. But yeah, I kind of like, every time it happens, I kind of like, you know, focus all my brain energy into, you know, staying alive during the hunt. So yeah, I think the ghost was speeding up the more I was like standing around the kitchen table, which is like probably normal. And it wasn't kitchen table, it was like this, you know, we call it ostrůvek, which could like translate into the island. Yeah, because it's, you know, the kitchen counter is like in the center of the room. I don't know if it's in English also called island. Yeah, but yeah, around that thing. So yeah. Also, could it be unreal just because the ghost was starting hunt from another room? Like it tried to, you know, avoid the fire? You know, I have to say, I'm like not really sure, but I wouldn't say it's thigh. It wasn't like really slow, and we were really long time inside the house. So I wouldn't say it's Diane. I think that we would be able to notice the change in this in speed. So then it leaves out yokai onryo mer, and I am not even sure I like got that right. So I would probably go there and yeah, let's wait for another hunt. The ghost will be, you know, going into the kitchen right now, cause there is the last time the ghost saw us, sorry. So I don't know if we gonna wait for the ghost like somewhere. Oh, maybe I should take another zipper. I'm not sure how many uses the lighter has, so just to be like sure, I'll take the new one, cause I don't want to find out during the hunt that I don't have like enough, you know, fuel in it. It would be like bad. Yeah, and let's, you know, just. Yeah, so the ghost turned on the television on, which I think could mean that we have no mare. Cause I think that television, or the, you know, the thing to the television, is considered light switch. And when the ghost, you know, turn on the television, yeah, I think it counts as, you know, light. So then leaves us yokai and onryo. Yokai, we definitely can try, but I'll have to find the right way to do it. So let's just, you know, let's just, you know, let's hide in here. This, you know, we can loop the ghost or try to loop the ghost around the car. Also, we can hide behind the car. So, yeah. I don't know if we can hide maybe inside this closet. No, we can't. No, we can't. Usually, you like when you're playing on the, you know, higher difficulty, usually you can't do that. But yeah. Yeah, so I'm like trying to decide between these two. Hey, hold on. Maria Nilsson. Maria Nilsson, can you hear me? I'm over here in the garage. If you can, if you can, come see me. Nah, I'll have to be, inside the house of the ghost. So. Okay, I don't see the ghost. I don't know where it is. So. No, sorry, I didn't. I haven't seen it. I couldn't like take photo of anything. There was like nothing. Now, where is the ghost? You know. Like, do you guys think it could be Mimic? Trying to kinda like act similar as ghosts? I don't know. Because I'm really thinking it's yokai, but what really like kinda like confused me right now was that the ghost was starting the hunt in the garage. While before it was starting the hunt, during some other place. So it's more like shade behavior, but we know it's not shade. So I'm gonna go with yokai, but I'm not really sure. I tried to, use like camera when the ghost was near and it doesn't seem to like notice. So that's why I'm kinda like, taking a guess at yokai. But I have to be honest with you, it wasn't really like clear to me, so nah. Yeah, it was Banshee. Oh my god, you guys. It was like this first ghost I said when I like come into the, into the house. It was like, okay, I think it's Banshee. And then I was like, well, maybe not, so, let's go with some other ghost. And yeah, it was a Banshee, so yeah, I should have listened to my to my intuition, right? Yeah, sometimes, yeah, like, which is really interesting. It happens to me in real life also. I have this kind of, really like quick intuition when I do something, when I met someone, or when I meet someone new, or something like that. And I'll go against it. I'll go against the intuition. Like, for example, I get a really bad feeling from someone, and then I'll go in my head like, oh, don't be like paranoid. You don't even know this person. Just, don't act on it. Yeah, and then I kind of like try to like, like meet more the person, and we start to talk and stuff. And then it comes out later, then I was right. Yeah, it happens to me a lot, to be honest. But I don't want to like, behave just because, kind of like usually like specific way, just because my something like intuition like was telling me that, this person's not the one I should be talking with. Yeah. So yeah, this is like, but it's really, really interesting, to be honest. Yeah, so let's go with this. We are kind of like taking a risk in here. We could be against demon and we would be like dead in a minute. But since I'm still waiting for the achievement, I don't mind. Oh my god, are you like nuts? So we have phantom, right? This was pretty phantom behavior to me, but since it was so quick, I don't think I've, you know, had enough time to kind of like take photo of the ghost, and I'll wait for a bit. But it seemed to me like phantom behavior. But I think that you know, when I like pull the trigger, the ghost disappeared. So that's why I have like 0 value. But also the photo is really clear. Yeah. So I think it was kind of like coincidence, to be honest. Hey, are you here? Since you were just scaring me. Hello. Okay. I really wouldn't mind if the ghost just showed itself. But yeah, it was like definitely the ghost that likes to, you know, make an entrance. I'm gonna go back, take some more stuff, and we'll see what we can do about it. But I have to be honest, I got scared. I got scared a little bit. Yeah, so let's take this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah, right from the start, I would go with Phantom. Not sure about it, like, I'm kinda like convinced on like 80% out of 100. So yeah, I just wanna, you know, to like clarify it. Do something. What was the Leslie Brown? Leslie Brown, are you here? Show yourself. I'm gonna take this one. I really like this light. It's you know, really lights up the room, which is great, and you can like really see. That's why I'm using it. Yeah. It could have been, you know, great also, so we're gonna see this. I hope that ghost won't be stepping into the south and wait for us a bit. Do you think we gonna get any ghost orb? Oh, but what was that, to be honest? I have no idea. I think the ghost would be here. No? Eight, okay. Yeah, so the ghost is in here, okay. Now we know at least. So I'm gonna kinda like... Okay, so no Oni then. Right. I wasn't like even considering Oni. I don't see any ghost orb. Oh, so the ghost moved? Had the ghost moved just now? Cause I can hear, you know, kinda like clutter around the house. It could be, you know, it could be also Mare, since it moved when the lights were turned on, so... But from what I know, Mare should have forced ghost orb, but doesn't have to be. Hey, can you speak? Are you still here with me? I can see that... Okay, can I take this as a kind of like... information? Like, was it like response to my, you know, to me questioning the ghost? Yeah, I kind of get the feeling that it could be Mare. It would be fun, to be honest. I'm not getting Mare, like, you know, often. We can also see the statistics, you know, for how, what kind of ghosts I get, like, the most often. Do something. Do something. I know you're in here. No, I see like no ghost orb. Which I thought it would be like that, so. The ghost isn't like really interacting with anything. I kinda don't think it's Banshee or Phantom, to be honest. Right now. Yeah. Ah, let's go for more stuff. Okay, that was kind of creepy, but... You're not gonna scare me with this. Yeah, so only 5, right? And next to the south? But it could be this one, right? Yeah, that's creaking sound. That's the same sound the doors at my, at my grandma's house was doing. Every time I was like going around, it was like... Yeah. Well, when, I was kind of scared to be there, like a little child, so... But it was like interesting. I kind of like, like these memories. Hello there. I probably will, pronounce your name like bad. I'm serious, like I'm really sorry for it, but Ibrahim. Huh, welcome. From now on, you're gonna be Ibrahim. Or I can, maybe I'll gonna just, read it in my name, in my language. It would be probably the best. When I try to, like, kind of, like, pronounce it, it gets really bad. I kind of, like, my tongue just got stuck and stuff, so yeah. Yeah, let's go take this one. And, yeah, the ghost is definitely not red, so, yeah. But also, I kind of feel like it could be shade, and I don't want to... Yeah, I don't want it to be shade, to be honest. I really don't want to. I really don't want to. Yeah, the last one. Yeah, but I can't remember how I read it, so... Ibrahim. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's so hard. Hey, what did I just do? That's not shade, you guys. That's not shade at all. It could be spirit, though. Maybe. Yeah, I forgot that. I'm gonna... Yeah, get rid of that. I'm gonna check the temperature here. It's 5. I am going to try, UEF for the last time. I've never seen any dots. I hope that the ghost won't be, eating up more of my, cross. Where am I from? I'm from a small country in the, Central Europe. It's called Czechia, Czech Republic. It's such a small country. But with beautiful, historical, like, architecture. Okay, ghost orb. Yeah, I'm kinda thinking that it's spirit. And you guys, we are dead. Yeah, we dead. Yeah, we dead. It was like kinda like, obvious we're gonna die since the ghost was hunting and I didn't have my matchstick with me. Why haven't I, like, taken the matchstick? I don't know. Czechoslovakia? No, it's not Czechoslovakia. Like, yeah, you have, like, idea where that country is, but yeah, it's like, it's really, like, long time since it's, like, not Czechoslovakia, but yeah. And it was Phantom. I did it again. The first thing that came into my mind was the right one. Okay, so in the next, contract, when I say it's like some type of ghost, I'm gonna stick to it. Because my intuition is always right. Yeah. Yeah, Czech Republic or Czechia. Yeah. Czechia is like, I find it to be like more comfortable for, foreigners to like pronounce, so it's all right. I live on other platforms on YouTube. Yeah, I've got like I have YouTube channel which I like make one like additional video to it, but since I'm like like I started new work yesterday or new job, so it's going to be really like hard to make content, but I kinda, I kinda wish to make, more content on the YouTube to be like just, you know, I have to say that I like to stream on Twitch, which is, I think, the like probably like the best platform to be streaming on. Yeah, I've never tried Kick though. I never tried Kick though, but yeah, YouTube is also fun. But I find, it's kind of like not as intuitive as the Twitch for the streaming, But I also love YouTube, like for the videos and stuff. Yeah. So where are you from then, Ibrahim? It sound like, I don't know, maybe some kind of like, more like to the south, or maybe it's like really exotic name for me, to be honest. So maybe like kind of like east, southeast. I don't know. I wouldn't probably like try it. Maybe I'm totally like wrong. So then I like apologize for it. Yeah, so let's go with Tanglewood. And how long we are in a stream? Yeah, we have like few minutes left before we gonna change the game. So yeah. Insanity. Okay, I have to be like I said, in the beginning today that I'm gonna be like I'm gonna have to be like more careful, but I'm not careful at all. So yeah, if there was like demon, I don't mind if you use my his ability on me. That's fine. It's like for the achievement, right? So yeah, let's go with. I would say let's go with one smudge stick, which take longer time. It will be. It will just take some time before we like take all our equipment into the house, but we kinda have we kinda like take this opportunity to try to test our knowledge about the ghost. And we kind of like try to like learn to play without, any evidence. Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. So why not to try it right now, right? And if we find any, evidence, I'll be happy. If not, we just, try to play it without it. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm like live on, on YouTube also, on Twitch, and I didn't even like try any other platforms. I know only like Kick, and I don't know if there are like any others. Not sure. Welcome back. Oh, so no, that wasn't me, you guys. That was me closing the door accidentally. Yeah. Yeah, so we got no, we got no cursed items which can help us. So we, kind of have to like take care of things ourselves. And I don't know where the ghost room is. Probably in here. Let's see. I close this door. No, I don't think this is like ghost room. So the ghost room will be here. Again, it's kind of like starting to get boring, to be honest, since the ghost is like always in the same spot. Not here. And not here. Oh yeah, so yeah, in the boys' room, okay. So, on this difficulty, the ghost likes to, really like switch the rooms, which is really... Hi! Why would you do that? Have you turned off the power? Yeah. Yeah, the ghost turned off the power. Okay. So, I would assume that you are not Jin then. We had, it could have like happened, because of the lights in the house. But since we've got like 2 lights on, I don't think it was, accident. So yeah. Like you can go live on TikTok too. Yeah, live life. Yeah, you have. Yeah, I haven't even like. Yeah, I haven't even thought about it. But yeah, you are absolutely right. Right. you can go live on TikTok and also on Instagram, right? Yeah, maybe I should try that. But I'm kinda scared of TikTok, to be honest. I know I'm kind of like worried there can be like really like toxic community. It's not that I kind of like you know when someone comes by and just start insulting you, you can always like ban him, right? But it's it's bothersome. I just like to focus on the game and on you guys to be like speaking to you and stuff, which I enjoy. Yeah, but you have like absolutely right. I don't know if like would it be like good idea? Would it like make something for me? Like I don't know. Maybe yeah. Maybe yes. Very good mic quality though. Thank you. Yeah, I was streaming. Like I was streaming for several years in my language, so yeah. Like it's not the best mic you can like come across, definitely. But yeah, I also can work with my voice a little bit, so yeah, since I was like doing some voiceovers, but in my language in Czech, so doesn't matter at all. Yeah, but I kind of like can work with it a little bit, yeah. But I think I think the microphone could use some like help or some like options or something. I can, sometimes I can like hear that the microphone is like kind of like tuning out some noise. And also it sometimes happens that when I go like really like high, the microphone tends to like cut it off. And when I tried to like fix it, then it was the problem that microphone was, kind of like taking the noise from background, which was like bad. So I had to learn to kind of like, take my voice like slightly like down octane. So yeah. Yeah, but it's sometimes that, that you can learn. To be honest, TikTok and Insta communities are kind of toxic. Do you think it's, do you think it's because, there are like lots of kids? Or is it like something different? Those are like basic issues. It happens. No worries. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, like you are absolutely right. It's really kind of like strange. I was expecting, to be insulted very like much because of my English. When I started, it's like only 12 days since, I started streaming in English. But yeah, I was like really expecting like bad happens, like I was like expecting, people go here and, say stuff about my English, which is really funny because it like never happened. Right, at least for the 12 days I was streaming. I will be probably saying anything else, after a year of streaming. But, the reason I'm kind of like surprised because of this is, here where I come from, the people here tend to, for I don't know why, for like some reason, they tend to make fun of, the Czechs, which like doesn't have good English. I don't know why. I kind of find it like really funny, but I know of no foreigners that do this to people. I find it that foreigners are so happy when you try to speak their language and are like not inclined to judge you because of it. But like our people, like really the youngest like generation which like has really good English right nowadays, they tend to like be, oh, your accent is, oh, I can't hear you, or I can't seem to listen to you, it's hurting my ears or something. Yeah, so and your pronunciation is blah, I can't listen to it. And it's so weird. Like, why do we do this to ourselves? We are like from the same space. We live in the same country. We know how our like school, is, So yeah, it's it's really strange, but it when I got like insulted because of my English, it's always Czech people, which is funny because I am 100% sure that their English isn't really that great either. Yeah, and in the in the end of the day, it doesn't matter if like you have like perfect like pronunciation. I think that like the thing that is like most important about it is if the people you are talking to like understands you. You can get better in it, but yeah. So that's why I was like kind of like expecting like really like like people to be mean. Yeah, so I'm kind of like surprised. So far it was like really enjoyable for me for me, and yeah, I enjoy it a lot. So yeah. And also it's so fun to like meet new people across the world, kinda. Yeah, it's so funny. It doesn't matter, and I mean I can understand you perfectly. Thank you. I'm like really trying. Like I really like trying very hard, but sometimes it happens when I'm like tired or something. I kind of like starts to lose the ability to speak English. Yeah, it happens to me. So that's why I'm like starting. I'm streaming. Kind of like in the morning to be kind of like fresh and to be kind of like better in it. Yeah, but sometimes I want to say something, and I just can't like remember the right word for it or can't make, the sentence. Yeah, it sometimes it's really hard, but yeah. So I just skip to, conversation and go to another topic. What time is it there? I have like 10 a.m. right now in here. Yeah, so I'm usually starting the stream at around 9 a.m. for me Central Europe time. So yeah, but I was also find out like for a few stream I tried to stream at different times so I could see which kind of people like comes by and stuff. And for me, I would say that most people are like stopping by somewhere around, I don't know, 5 or 4 p.m. again Central European time. So yeah, but that's not like a great time for me to be streaming because like I also have long day and work and stuff, and my brain isn't like really working properly. So yeah, so so it's like kinda. I would rather stream like around 9 a.m. for me. So, but it depends. Sometimes I just can't make it because of work. So yeah, but so far so good, I would say. Fair enough. Yeah. So where do you live? Are you like far away from here? Yeah, so I'm gonna take the cross. I'm gonna take the thermometer since I don't know where the ghost is, to be honest. I know that it was like in a boys' room, but it seems that the ghost was like switching places again, but maybe not. Yeah, so let's go turn on the fuse box. Pakistan, yeah, I was kind of like thinking that you are, more like to the east or southeast or kind of like this direction. Nice. I have to say that lately I have been watching some of our, we have this one YouTuber here in Czech that it's like really like, tries to travel the world. And lately he was in Pakistan, and it was really, really like interesting to see, kind of, I don't want to like say that to see what is like the life there because you can't really like get into it, from video and from, kind of like a few minutes, right? But it was so interesting, like really. Yeah, and the people there seems like really nice, to be honest. Like South Asia. Yeah. Like it's really far, to be honest. It's really far. Yeah, so I'm gonna take this and this and that and this. And the ghost isn't like doing anything. I would go with shade right now, but we will see about it. Was I don't know if I turned on the you know, the light. Also, your English seems very good. Yeah, far indeed. Yeah, definitely. I'm going downstairs. I heard some noise in the background. Yeah, so okay, this is where it like, you know, begins to be like really hard for me. It happens to me every time that the games, you know, the contracts, the different runs just started to blend together. And yeah, that's bad. Also, I think that it wasn't me who turned this light on. I think it was the ghost. So, Mr. Ghost, are you in here or are you somewhere else? Yeah, so the ghost is... Yeah, the ghost is like everywhere right now. But I think it's because the fuse box went off. I mean, I can chat in English, but I can't speak very fluently. Yeah, but I have like, you know, your like written English, you know, at least to me, seems like really, really good. Like, I haven't like noticed any typos, which is awesome, because I can't, you know, write so good. But I also have like really great problem, you know, to speak someone in English. So that's why I started this whole I'm trying to overcome my fear of speaking English kind of like project. Because, you know, I am probably like repeating myself, but since we are like the only one here or only ones here, so I think I can like say it. Yeah, so I like when I, you know, I'm from, you know, from Prague, and when you go into the old town, there is like so many tourists there, yeah. And when someone like asks for directions or something, I completely freeze and I can't seem to like say anything. Yeah, I you know, usually the only thing that I can't, you know, get out of myself is I'm sorry, I can't speak English. And I kind of like hate it. I also really love English. I you know, love that language, and I want to like try to get better, and I would love to, you know, travel sometimes, and I would love to be kind of like more independent because I can like, you know, kind of like speak English. So yeah, so this is like why I tried to kind of stream in English, to be honest. Yeah, I saw the title and came in lol. Yeah, so it was like kind of interesting too. You're very welcome. Thank you. I think I think I will. I hope I will. At least I'm trying to. And I have to say it kind of works because like my biggest fear was probably that, you know, people won't be able to understand me. And yeah, I kind of like find out that actually, yeah, it's not like the best English in the world, but at least people know what I'm trying to say and try to help me like get better at it. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so I would say that it kind of works, at least a little bit. Yeah. So, but yeah, your English, like I find it like to be real good. Yeah. So, the ghost was really like doing almost anything, yeah. So let's see. We're gonna do our salt test, and our sanity is probably like real low. I would guess it's around like 50, maybe like a little bit lower. Thank you, you're real kind. Oh, thank you. It's the true though. I feel it like, you know, this way. Yeah, so the ghost is in here. Hey, can you... Oh. Hold on, so it's not Oni. Can you speak? What the hell was that? Was it like considered to be spirit box, or was it just like, you know, creepy random sound? Can you speak? Speak to me. Speak to me, speak to me, speak to me, speak to me, speak to me. I find out if you are like really try to be like, border to the ghost just usually like give up. Yeah. Yeah, so what other games do you play? Oh my god, yeah. I have like I have played like so many games. It's really hard for me to like answer that, but yeah, like I definitely can like say what genre I'm like usually playing. So it's like horror games, it's like, survivor games, some kind of games that like, are about like lore or story. It doesn't really depend on what, on the size of the studio that is like making the game. I also play some, indie stuff. The games I usually don't play are like FPS. Wait, that's really not like entirely true. Yeah, if the FPS are like horror themed, I probably like tried it or played it. But usually I don't go for, I don't know, these games like Fortnite and I don't know, Call of Duty, Battlefield. But I also played some of, I played, Black Ops 1 and 2. It was like a long time ago. I also played like Battlefield 4 and 1. But yeah, that's like, this, games I kind of like tend not to play. Not because I would like hate them, but I'm not good at them, and I really can't shoot anything. Yeah. No, shooters, like, it's not really like true, to be honest. I kinda play shooters, but not these like competitive ones, like CS, CS:GO or CS2. I really love Doom, for example. I'm like a huge fan of Doom. It doesn't matter if it's if it's the first one, second one, third one. I really love Dark Ages, to be honest. I really enjoyed Doom. Oh my god, I forget. The one before Dark Ages, Eternal, and that's like really like like really hard game when you play it on the hardest difficulty. So yeah, like I played them and I love them, but not these really like competitive ones. Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, Valorant, I can't play Valorant at all. And this kind of like games which are kind of like, you have to like require to be like, in multiplayer. I can't play that. I have to say that, my nickname comes from the fact that I am like, I don't know if I say it right in English, but my like temperament, I'm like choleric. I don't know if it's the same in English, but I'm like really like hot-blooded, and yeah, I get like angry real fast, and I can't like cool it off. And yeah, so I can't play this kind of games because I suck at them. I like my reflexes are really bad and always have, even when I was like really like younger. Yeah, so, and I get really angry like really fast, so I don't play them. But I think that I could enjoy them though. But yeah, I didn't, I'm really quick to like scream and be angry and be like real rude. So yeah, that made me like, yeah, rage, definitely. And also I'm like really like inclined to get rage quit, like real fast. The only competitive games I was playing was like Dead by Daylight, which I really love, to be honest. But also I have to fight real hard against like my nature, and yeah, I get angry like real fast. So yeah, I like, I get angry at at Phasmophobia also, but it's not that, it's not that I can't like, I don't get into the uncontrollable rage. But if I am like playing some, I don't know, Fortnite or stuff, then I can't like control it, and I am like really bad. Yeah. That game is so rage baiting and annoying. Yeah, definitely. yeah. So yeah, I'm also like a huge Resident Evil series fan. So I played like almost every Resident Evil game, even before reworked games, like, the second one and the fourth game and the third. Yeah, so yeah, I really like. I think that I kind of like really am into gaming like from very young age. I think I tend to like incline most, to the horror genre. I love them. I love zombies also, and ghosts obviously. But yeah, I can't like play, CS like Go and stuff. I just can't. You know, when I spawn into the game and I am like instantly dead, I just don't see the point of playing it. Yeah, and it really like angers me real fast. Yeah, definitely like horror games genre. Also survival. Also love survival. Yeah, I think it's because I can get real creative sometimes. And survival games, for example, like, I don't know, you can name it like from Minecraft to, I don't know, Green Hell or Forest even, or some kind sign of, this kind of games. It's I really find it like fun. I enjoy it. I'm used to playing it for a long time. I also like the most played games in my library would be probably like Ark Survival Evolved and Ark Survival Ascended, which is like this dinosaur survival game, which I really love, but also which I have really like issues with because of the game fixes that really like breaks the game down. Yeah, Minecraft. Like I wasn't playing it for so long, to be honest. I played it I played it the most when it was like version 1.2 or something. So it's really like long ago. Yeah, but I also love Minecraft. Yeah, I also love Terraria, for example. And I played so much. Like I don't want to brag or anything, but I played so many games. Also, I can show you. I was streaming for 7 years. I was streaming for 7 years, so my like portfolio of games I was playing on stream are like not huge, but yeah, I played something. So I'm gonna like quickly show you what kind of games I was like playing on the stream. So yeah, you can see like this is like right. So just chatting obviously doesn't count. So Dead by Daylight, Ark Survival, Phasmophobia, like welcome to the game. Yeah, I am Elden Ring, which I really like love. Subnautica, Alien Isolation. Also Alien Isolation, I played it for like 10 or more times, like to the end. I absolutely love this game. Grounded, I love Grounded. Rimworld and so many like games. Like there are like 17 pages of it. So yeah, I really like. Over the years, I really like tried so many games, and I so love them. It's oh my god. I would, I think if I could just sit here and play games, I would be for the rest of my life. I would be like so like okay with it. Yeah. Yeah, I was varietist gamer, yeah, definitely. But also, I kind of think that it kind of like helped to kill my stream channel. Because, it was, for me, it's really like important to have, this like variety of games that I can play. I really hate like doing one thing over and over again. But in Phasmophobia, it's really strange. I like don't kind of feel it in Phasmophobia, to be honest, because the ghosts are so like misbehaving usually, like most of the times. So the game isn't like really the same. But I wouldn't be able to keep dying and dying all over again in for example in Fortnite or stuff. But yeah, I really have to like have kind of like the options to play something else. I need like change once in a while. So yeah, so I was like variety streamer and gamer, to be like specific, and I kind of think it kind of like ruined my channel, because the thing about streaming the games is that the people usually like lost interest in the game, and then what? then you are like screwed. Yeah. The only thing that is like holding stream together is like your personality. And yeah, that goes usually I find that the personality like goes down with when the streams like start to like going down, which is like I think that it's understandable, right? You know your like moods start to like get really like sour, and you kind of like lose your purpose and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, I don't want to be like, you know, sad, or I don't want to make you sad, or I don't want to like be like kind of like depressing. Yeah, but it's the real, it's like it's my experience, you know. It happened to me. So yeah, so right now I started this project with a different goal, which is like get better in English. And I have to be honest, it's the greatest like goal I try like I've ever like come up with, because it doesn't like have to bring you anything. It definitely will makes me more confident, even when I'm like not trying to. So in the end, if like there will be like if in a year I won't be like streaming this on this channel, it still would or will bring me some experience or some like positive stuff. And that is, I think, the most important thing for me. I mean, if a streamer knows how to engage audience in a game, at the same time, boom, you'll build a community and follows you. Yeah, definitely. Like, absolutely. Do you know Gina Machino? It's like this, you know, Souls player. I absolutely adore him. I absolutely love him. He streams also, I think he streams on Twitch and also on YouTube. And yeah, I absolutely adore him. He has this, you know, kind personality, and he's real good in that game. You just, you know, you sit there and you are like in awe, because you have no idea how he did this or how he did that, but it's so awesome to look at his streams. He's like really, also he's like, you know, great at, you know, keeping the audience like entertained. Yeah, so it's awesome. To know him? Doesn't matter. I just, you know, it was the first one that came into my mind when I was talking about, you know, streamers. Yes, so yeah, definitely. So yeah, I was like varied a streamer, so I really like played so many games, but yeah, it was hard for me. You know, also it happens to me a lot that the people were kind of like trying to pushing me into things I didn't really enjoy just because they were mainstream. Yeah, so it was really like I felt that I was like pushed into, you know, things that doesn't, you know, felt right for me. Like, for example, there is this game which you have like these little glass balls that just, you know, kind of like slides down some, you know, kind of like makeup like slide. And it's like multiplayer game. I don't know how it's called, to be honest, but it's like multiplayer games. And you know, your audience can like join in. There are like the you know, the Glasgow balls are named after, you know, the you know, viewers. And yeah, it's just about that. You know, it's about who wins, and you just are like kind of like sitting there and watching these glass balls that, you know, goes down the slide, and you just wait for who will win. And I never like get why people loved it so much, but it was one of like, it was among one of these games that were like pushed onto me. And yeah, I think that I kinda get like sour from all this stuff. Yeah, the people, the community that I built over the years just fell apart. Just wanted like something else. Just wanted games from me that I wasn't enjoying, and I like couldn't make myself play something that I don't enjoy. I really can't. I think that I can't like fake, you know, interest. And yeah, this is where I think that my like, you know, downfall like started. Yeah. So yeah, so it happens, you know, it happens sometimes. Life is never like, you know, only pink. Yeah, but I also am really glad for this experience. So now I started over, and the only goal I've set up for myself is just to know, nice people and to kind of like get better at English, and it's working for me so far. Yeah, I'm just, streaming what I want. And yeah, I think it works perfectly for me right now. For 12 days, I've met so many like interesting people. You guys are so nice to me. I'm happy. I'm the happiest of my life right now. No worries, you're so sweet. I know you build community. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. But also, if I don't or if I won't, I'm not sure about which one I should use. Yeah, it will be absolutely like okay. Right now, I have a new job which is in which I'm like working with people that are doing great things for society. So it kind of like fills in the void I've had in my life for years. So yeah, that's awesome. So I think I'm gonna be able to withstand even when the bad days comes. And stronger one. Yeah, maybe it would be awesome, to be honest. Hello, why are you? Sorry, I forgot what I wanted to say. So, are you here, Mr. Ghost? Can you speak? Yeah. Hello. Hello. Also, when I was playing Phasmophobia in my like native language, the people just lost interest about it. So yeah, yeah. So when, oh no, you guys, I'm dead. Or maybe not. Ah! Don't. Ugh. Shh, I'm so dead. Or I am not. Yeah, the ghost is hunting. I have to be quiet. So how long have you been on Twitch? On Twitch, like in general? Like even with, the other channel that I kind of like, messed up. Yeah, so, for this, specific channel for Angry PinkBanshee, it was only 12 days. But, or 13 days. I don't know why I'm like, 13 days. But, in general, for over 7 years, yeah. It was kind of like, and then I have to take a like half a year, like 6 month long vacation. No, or not vacation, but I left for like 6 months. But yeah, I really love streaming, to be honest. I really love this, and so I came back, but kind of like for different purpose. Yeah, I wasn't able to came back for my, like the other channel, that was like in my native tongue, which would be much easier for me to do, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Yeah, so the ghost wasn't Obake, the ghost wasn't Diochen, the ghost wasn't Diane, the ghost wasn't Raid, the ghost, wasn't probably Thai, it wasn't Revenant, it wasn't Hantu, I think it wasn't Myling, I think it wasn't Poltergeist, Raichu, and then I am left with these. Awesome. To be honest, I don't think it was yokai. Oh damn, at what age did you start streaming, ma'am? Yeah, I'm kinda like worried to really like admit it, but I think I've started it. Okay, so yeah, I started it at 27. Really late. Like really, really late. I'm old now. Yeah, to be honest, I kind of feel like, I feel like I am around, when I like think about how I feel since I'm like pretty like healthy and stuff. Yeah, my mind like got stuck around like my 20s. It doesn't change at all. You sound younger. Yeah, yeah, I get that like most of the time. Also, I don't know if people like are saying the truth, but also they say that I like yuk. What the hell was that? I look younger also, but I am not sure about that. I could see, I have to be honest. 34 is like, it's the like age where you can see that your body is starting to kind of like, change a little bit. So yeah, I can see like, wrinkles in my face now. I can see these, tiny, teeny, I don't know, spots on skin and stuff. But yeah, people like say usually that I look and sound younger, but I don't think, I just think they are sweet, to be honest. But also I'm absolutely like okay with it. I've enjoyed my life, so yeah. But also I have to be honest, I kinda sometimes like feel a little bit like too old to be like doing this, because when you see this, I would be now talking only about females, okay? Because I really think when you are like men, you don't have to like worry that much about your age, and you can still like find really great like community. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe my opinion is wrong, and I hope so, kinda. But I find out, or I find it, when you are like young, pretty girl, you kinda maybe have it easier on this platform, at least at the beginning. Yeah, and also during the years I was streaming, I find out that when I got like older, and when I got like more selective about people in my life, also in my community, and when I started to really like say, when I didn't like some kind of behavior, people tend to kind of like leave. Yeah, so yeah, this is like the side of stream that I wasn't prepared for, and I kinda have to be honest. I really hope it doesn't like happen again. I really wish that I would like be able to have community based of, my personality, humor, games, hobbies and stuff, and not around the way I look or sound, or yeah, basically, yeah, that's all what I said. I don't know about, but you definitely sound younger. I thought you are in your 20s. Oh, that's so sweet. So I'm gonna kind of like enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah, I know that my voice is like kind of like higher. So yeah, and I am also trying to like turn it down, because sometimes people were talking like, sometimes I got that like, your voice is annoying, your voice is too high, I can't listen to it. Yeah, but also it never happened to me when I was streaming, here, like like for English viewers. It also this all happened to me a lot when I was like speaking in my native language. I don't know why. But it doesn't matter. People, can have their own opinion. Yeah, definitely. But I have to be honest with you. I'm that kind of person which, if I don't like someone for some reason, I just don't watch them. I just, I get my stuff and go somewhere else. But I would never like write down to chat or say someone to the face, yo, I don't like your voice, so I'm gonna like leave. No, I would just do it. Yeah? Why would you like? It was really like really weird to me that sometimes people have this feeling that they have to like throw it on you. Why? You can just leave, Yeah, I didn't ask for your opinion, right? Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I find it like to be more common here in my country. I don't know if it's like some kind of cultural thing or something. Yeah, but I want to really like, in the future, I would love to travel more, and kind of like know like or get to know more like different cultures, just to make sure that it's like maybe only my imagination that it works here the way it works. But I love the energy. Don't change that energy. I have to be honest with you. I don't plan to, but I kinda like can't fake when when I don't feel like good. I just can't fake it. I am not really good at it. I tried, I really tried, but if I am like tired, you can definitely like hear it. But I'm try not to stream if I'm too tired or if I don't feel it, because since I'm not making any money out of it, there is like no the you have to do it thing, right? So yeah, your energy made me stay. Thank you. That's really nice of you. I really hope that we can like see each other like I say see each other like meaning in in here in chat and here on the stream. So yeah, it would be great if you have like if you would be like stopping by anytime like in the future. It's so good to be able to talk to someone so nice. Thank you. And you are so nice, to be honest. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, so I have absolutely no idea which ghost is up against us, but I'm enjoying it so much. Yeah, and we have we can definitely like play one more game of Phasmophobia, and then we can like switch games to the other one I was talking about. Yeah. So yeah, so you got to like kind of like know me a little better. Yeah, but yeah, I love stream. But I'm like kind of like worried about the whole face revealing stuff. So when I when I was like creating this channel, I was kind of like thinking if I should turn on my video camera, since I have it, which obviously I was streaming for 7 years, so I have my video camera. But I kind of I was really worried, to be honest. I have to say that I was worried that people might find me not to, how to say it, when you see the other female streamers, yeah, I'm not looking like them. I'm not that young enough, or right now, and yeah, there are like lots of I don't know how to say it, like lots of parts of the females that are like more visible, that I think it's like appropriate, to be honest. But when let them do it. Yeah, I don't mind, like it doesn't like hurt me or anything. But yeah, I kind of was like scared, and since my English is like really developing right now, I didn't want myself to like be more nervous because of this, because another kind of thing that people like can judge or see. So yeah, I think I did the right thing. I think yeah, maybe it's a little bit harder when you have like no camera on and also no graphic in the screen and stuff, but maybe sometimes in the future, when the people you can stream with camera and without camera, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to you. That's awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, I also like kind of like go over streams where there is like no camera at all, and I don't mind it, because you are there because of the game, because of the streamer, because of the I don't know, topics that are like said there, right? Yeah, definitely. I think that there is that's something I can do in the future, right? Yeah. Also, I had this dream when I streamed, in my, like when I was streaming for a year or two, I had this like kind of like dream that I will be, when I get really like old, when I will be like grandma, old, wrinkly, I wouldn't probably have gray hair, since I usually my hair is like either pink or blonde. So yeah, when I'm gonna like get old, real old, I think that I'm gonna like kind of like dye my hair pink. Yeah, I think so. So I had this dream that when I'm gonna get old, that I'll be streaming. I'll be just, streaming grandma. Why not? Like, I will have this, community that will like grow up with me. Yeah, that was like kind of my dream. That fell apart like last year or the year before. But now I have this dream again, and I'm gonna be like working on it. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. That will be fun. I also think that it will be fun. Why not? When I got like old enough that I won't be working anymore, I've got like plenty of times, right? So what am I going to do? I don't like gardening, to be honest. I can't say, I can't see myself to be digging in the hole in the ground and putting some seeds in it to, wait few months for, I don't know for what, for cabbage to like grow out of it. No, I would be playing games. I would be old. And you know what will be, the best thing about it? I would be so old that I like forget what I played. So I'm gonna get this feeling that I'm playing these games like for the first time, even when I played them like quite several, times already. I can't wait to get old and play Alien Isolation again. And it will be like a whole new experience for me because I like, I would have like no idea I already played that. Yeah, it would be so fun. You think about this the time, like, remember back in 2026 when we were playing Phasmo and hunting ghosts and yapping? Lol, yeah. Or maybe I would be like, huh? We were playing What is Phasmo? What were we playing? What am I doing here? Who am I? Like, what is my name? Why do I have, pink hair? Who are you? Yeah, but this is kind of like sad, to be honest. I had to take a sip of my water, to be honest. Like, yeah. Also, you guys, I have to say that, I kind of sometimes, my Czech, like, kind of seep through the English. Right now, I wanted to say something in Czech. Yes, hydrate. Yeah, definitely. It's really important. Yes, so the ghost. Yeah, I have no idea what the ghost was. Yeah, maybe let's wait for another hunt, I would say. And we have no evidence at all, so I don't know what the ghost is. I don't know even when the ghost is like in the room. So let's see. Yeah, but I would like end this or complete this run, and I would switch into the other games that I like promised to you. And also it's the game where you can like be more chatty and like you don't have to, kinda be so like focused on the game. So yeah. And also the game is like releasing in February, so I think it could be really like interesting for you guys. So yeah. So yeah, I'm really happy that it's so fun to have someone to talk to. Yeah, it was like great conversation for me, to be honest. Yeah, so the ghost moved over here, so maybe I'm gonna kind of like risk my life and move stuff. Oh. Oh, so the ghost was just scaring me. Okay. I'm a kind of like twitchy when I hear this. I am almost every time this happens, I am scared that the ghost is hunting, so I'm just, kind of like... Yeah, I'm really sorry. I was like trying to hear what the ghosts sound like. Yeah, but I think it's Shade, to be honest. I would go with Shade. I don't know if I am right. I don't have like enough, I don't have enough evidence. I don't have enough proofs. But I would go with Shade. Yeah, it's PinkBanshee. I gotta go sleep now. I got work tomorrow. Yeah, yes, definitely go. Yeah, definitely go to sleep. Yeah, but thank you for stopping by. It was so great to have you here. I'm really like hoping that we see each other maybe tomorrow. I don't know if you will be like able to, stop by, since it depends on the time I'll be streaming. But thank you very much. Yeah. Definitely. I'm like right now I'm streaming like every day. If you would be interested in, I don't know, recordings, of these streams, feel free to, stop by my YouTube channel. And yeah, I hope that I'll see you again. Have a good night. Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye. Bye. Thank you. Yeah, so you guys, let's go with Shade. I'm not really sure about it, but let's go with Shade, right? Yay! I feel so hyped up right now, to be honest. It's really interesting, cause yeah, and it was a Shade, you guys. Awesome. Okay. I was so happy. I almost like drowned myself. Yeah. So this is the first time I got the ghost right on Insanity. You know what, like kind of like how to say it in English. You know why I just choose in the end, the Shade? It was because I noticed that the ghost tends to it tends to do things when I am not in the room the ghost is, and second, the ghost tends to hunt from another like room, which is really like common feature for Shade. Shade will never start the hunt with you in the room and with him in the room, in the same room. Yeah, so that's like, also you can tell Shade by, if you can use the pentagram, the cursed object, the Shade is like really the only ghost that will show its shadow form in the, when you are like activating the pentagram. So there is like the third, like really distinct feature of this ghost. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so happy, you guys. I have to say I will probably have to go to restroom, which is, I don't really want to do that, but you know what? No, I'm gonna, kind of like hold it. Yes, so right now I'm gonna show you some different game. Yesterday I was kind of like promising you this, so I intend to like do that. So like, fulfill the promise? How is it said? Yeah, so I'm gonna just, switch the games. Yeah. So it's called Monster Lav Simulator, and it's really awesome. Yeah, hold on a moment. So, you guys, this game is coming out at February, but I'm kind of like forgot which exactly. But yeah, it's it's coming out like real soon, and yeah, I'm gonna switch it to English for you guys, so you will be able to like understand better. Yeah. And this game is about, I don't know if you can hear me, so I'm gonna like tune down the voice, the noise like a little bit. Yeah, so this game is about these cute monsters. You are the scientist who takes care of this lab, And you kind of like create these little cute little monsters. You kind of like go into battles with them, and you kind of like, I would say that you have like kind of like e-shop. Like, to be honest, you just, you sell the monster, and you do it via, kind of like kind of like sell them via these like kind of sphere things. It's not Pokeballs though. It's not Pokeballs, but it's kind of like, these Fulu balls. Yeah, also these monsters are called Fulus. Phallus? No, I think it's not the last one I said. Yeah, but let's go with new game, cause I really wanna like show you the game from the beginning, and I already am like really in, like I'm in that part of the game which I have like everything unlocked. So you have to go through tutorial, which is kind of like boring, but yeah, since you will be playing it for the first time when you get to it, it wouldn't be so bothersome for you as is for me. So yeah, you kind of like learn how to play this game. You've got this cute, laboratory, and there is, some kind of like sofa which you can take a nap on at, and you'll be using it. It's not like for, for fun feature, but it's like something you have to, or you will be like probably like supposed to do. There is this thing that I absolutely love. I hate to admit it, but I kind of like the safe gamble in games, which means, yeah, if it's not for real money, I'm in it. So yeah, this is like this kind of gamble thingy, which you have to like use. You have to use tickets for it, which I'll show you how you get to them. Yeah, so this like monster, right? So right now you have to like go through, this kind of like tablet thingy, and you're gonna buy some stuff. So yeah, you are supposed to buy synthetic like machine. You are supposed to buy then a senses that which are like essential for for your work. Yeah, you can see that there is like this whole process of that is showing you how to like kind of work with this. You can move these boxes to the place that you are like kind of sitting or working at. You can kind of like open them, then you have your egg, then you have some of these. Every time you are required to use 3 of essences, 3 essences or essence. And then you kind of like make or synthesize, a new monster. No, not really like new monster, like new, like kind of monster. There are quite few, but I have to be honest with you guys. I was expecting there to be like more types of monsters. I was kind of like, you have to really work to get to, all of them, and they are really cute. But I would love to see like more, like many more of them in the future. But since we are, the game will probably like be developing, have probably like, some updates. So yeah, I think that we're gonna get like more monsters in the future. But right now, there are like quite few of them, which is awesome. Yeah, you can also like take these bottles and just throw them into the fire, then you kind of like, make them disappear. I would advise to take this gun with you, which is not in a tutorial for some reason, but you can, at least I think so, but you can use it to like pull things to yourself, which is kind of like great. You don't have really like kind of like inventory. It seems that the inventory is like this, gray, gray like thingies down your screen, but it kind of like just doesn't seem to work that way I would like expect. But it may be just because the game is like still in the process of developing, so it will be releasing soon, so there might be some fix for it. I have to take a sip of my water. Hold on. Yeah, nice. So, you guys, now we have completed this process, and what now? We can't just, kind of like take this egg and be done with. We have to like kind of like cook it, to be honest. We have to incubate it. So you buy yourself nice oven, and yeah, let's go do this. And yeah, boots. We take this oven or incubator thingy. I like to call it oven. So then I'm gonna like put my egg into it. Yeah. Also, you guys, I'm gonna, take off my headphones. I'm gonna switch it to the, repros just because my ears are hurting from the headphones. So yeah. Yeah, so when you like are done, you kind of like can, hatch the egg, and you gonna take, this, or you're not gonna get this cute monster which you can kind of like, let go, and the monster will be, moving around the laboratory. But I have to be honest with you guys, I hate it, because if you have like quite few of these monsters and they are going, all over the place, which is like, this is not the all place you're gonna see and you're gonna have, it's really annoying. Right, when you have to like kind of like, when you want to do something with them, like try to sell them or stuff, and they are like running away. Yeah, that is like really, really like bothersome. Yeah, right now you can open your full like application, and then you see this like recipe for this kind of, fulu. It's called neri, and it's like the type, Yeah, and you can see that it's like it has like neutral like essence. So basically, if kind of I think it's kind of like ground type, Pokemon. Yeah, so it's like neutral. Yeah, you can see that there is like some kind of quality. When you take this monster, you can see that you have one of three possible like stars, which makes, it is not like quality thing, it is more like evolution thing. So it means that you have like first evolution of this like monster. When you get the second star, you got like second evolution. When you get the third star, you've got the final third evolution. And under the name of this creature is like the quality of it or rarity of it. So we've got common. Common is the most common. Wow. Obviously, right? Yeah, common is like the most like, that you've got. But also from the common egg, you can get even like better quality, but it's like really low chance. Yeah. So you can see this monster has like attack like 1 and defense. It got really like great base of defense, right? And it also has like 20 HPs. There is something that you like. I didn't notice that, or I haven't noticed that. If the same like creatures of the one kind of like type has different attacks, base attack and health. I don't think so, because it is, I think it depends on the quality or rarity of this creature. So it should be that every common neri would have like 20 like HPs and 1 attack and 4 defense. But if we get like for example, uncommon quality or rare quality or legendary or epic or stuff, it will change. Yeah, it will change. So let's see. We have to like discover new recipe. This is like the tutorial thing. So we're gonna kind of like, since we have to like do a recipe to be able to like move into like another room or another like, part of the game, we're gonna buy ourselves 2 eggs. I would go probably, since we only buy like neutral and fire essence, we gonna go buy us a probably, yeah, let's go with this kinda. buy. Yeah. And I will, oh my God. You guys, this is awesome. Yeah. So right now we're gonna make a whole new, I wanted to say dino, but no, dino monster. Yeah, so you can see that there's like an noun written there because you have like no idea which kind of like monster you are creating right now. But there is the fun in it. Yeah. Also, guys, you can see if we can like if we put this like egg into the incubation machine, you can say there is like some possibility that you can get like higher quality like egg out of it. We have only 1% on rare quality, 3% on like uncommon quality, and 96% for common, which is like yo guys, there is like almost no possibility at all that we gonna get something like better out of it. But yeah, the great thing about this is that every machine that kind of like works with the incubation process has kind of like a slightly chance to get you better quality, result. Yeah, this machine is for something else. So it's not like, this machine is not the one that can get you like better quality. Yeah, let's go with this and let's make our last, the third recipe or the third monster. Yeah. So the only thing that could be like bothersome is that you have to like wait real time for the machine to kind of like complete the process. Yeah. But there, it's what it is, right? We have to like kind of get used to it. Later in a game you can buy yourself more of these machines, so it's up to you how you deal with your money and how will you like kind of like work with it. I have to be honest, I'm kind of like I am kind of like cheapskate, so I'm not buying these machines like too many of them. I would love, I have kind of like strategy how to play this game, so I'm gonna show you later. But yeah, right now we can see that we can change this. Yeah, and maybe you have noticed when I took this egg into my like hands, there was the chances for the egg to be like different quality that change into 100% common. So yeah, we got the common one. Yeah, we got ourselves nice little piggy. Yeah, let's just kind of let it free, set it free, and now we're gonna take this egg, put it inside. You can see it changed to 96 to 3 to 1% of any of these three qualities. And we're gonna again wait for the result. So what you can do with these monsters, like you can pull them to yourself by this like tool. Also, the monsters are here to make you money. You make money by selling these monsters. Also, you can like make money by battling other monsters, which I find is kind of like hard, to be honest. And I'll show you why. Maybe this is something that will be like worked on in, later like time. Yeah. Also, I have to be honest. There is like this kind of like screen with timer on it, and I am not really sure what the timer is for. I think that it is for this machine, but I have to be honest with you, I'm not sure how it really works. When you kinda use this machine, it works like pretty much thing that we like. It works the way that you pretty much like I think can guess. Then you can you see the screen to change to some other pictures, which can give you other prices. But I'm still not sure, like, if the timer goes out and, kind of like restart itself, like, is there like any other like quality prices you can get from this, or is like the positions of these prices are like changing? I have no idea. I really I don't know. Maybe, you know, the prices are... Yeah, I don't know. I have to be honest. I have no idea. Let's go check the, you know, piggy. That is sleeping over here. Yeah. They are like awesome. I love them. Yeah, so... And I see that I can get, you know, common quality. Yeah. So now we have these two pigs, which was kind of like, you know, I messed up. I had to learn new recipe. So I'm gonna buy us 3 of the fire essence and 1 common egg. And yeah, I'll make sure that we gonna get new recipe. Yeah, but also, maybe you are asking right now, how do you get, you know, the, you know, like the evolutions, which, you know, the game is about that, right? So I'm gonna like go ahead, you know, and since I have time, I'm gonna explain it. You can get the higher evolutions by combining 3 of these of the same fulus into, you know, into 1. When you also, you have slight chance that you can get like better quality out of it. Yeah, but you have to like have 3. I'm gonna be talking about the boar, for example. So you're gonna have to like take 3 of these boars and kind of like mash them together or blend them together, and you'll make, you know, the higher like evolution. It doesn't matter if you have like uncommon quality, common quality, I don't know, epic quality. It kind of like, you know, changes the percentage of which quality you're gonna get out of it. Yeah. So yeah, so this is how it works. It's like really straightforward, I would say. It's like really easy to understand, and yeah, it's fun to use, to be honest. Yeah, so let's go burn these boxes real quick. Okay, that doesn't look to like healthy. Yeah. And now we're gonna cook us whole new monster. Also, I'll show you like in a second what it is, is like this machine for. Yeah. Yeah, for the seconds, I'm sorry for the wait. Right now, we're gonna like, you know, go through the, you know, the shop. You can see what we got. So let's talk about the, you know, food. Biscuits, banana, energy bar. You can also, you know, kind of like see the information about the food. But the food basically do quite few things. It will like replenish your like, you know, your monster's HP. And also it can like boosts them for a, you know, some period of time. So I have a kind of like problem with it. I'm used to using this energy bar, this like chocolate bar, which gives like, you know, attack or boosts attack, and you have written here that it's for 60 minutes. Yeah, but it's like in-game minutes. So you have to be real quick to like be able to use it for like battles. Oh, so you guys, we have still like 3% to uncommon and 1% to rare quality. Yeah, but it like, you know, we will see. Yeah, we just, you know, discovered this kind of like cute little bear thingy. I don't know if it, yeah, it looks like bear, but maybe kind of like kettle, so I don't know. Yeah, we have all of them are like, you know, common quality, but we managed to get, you know, onto higher level. Now I can show you what is this machine for. So we're gonna kind of like turn it on. And yeah, we gonna take some of the fulu we have in here, maybe this one. And no, that one, we gonna take this one. You put it into the machine and then you press this button and the fulu is kind of like getting like stuffed into this ball, which is like, you know, kind of like Pokeball or something like that. Hold on, I'm gonna reply real quickly. Yeah, good. I had to like reply. Yeah, so we gonna get this thingy. Yeah, I have to be honest with you guys. There is like at this stage of the game, there is like no stand for this balls, and I have to be honest, it's really bothersome because then you find out you have so many fulus in balls, and you can't just put them anywhere, and they are like all over the place. They are usually like, yeah, they have this kind of physique which they will like be kind of like rolling around. And yeah, this is something that game should should do better. And I think when the game is released, there will be something that you can like kind of I think that they will like work on it. So we are up at level 4, and this is the time that we finally open. Yeah, this is what I was talking about when I said the fulus are all over the place. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, but here you can get to the real fun stuff. This means you have like came through the tutorial, and there is where the fun begin. You can see this big like board over here, which is really like important. There are like kind of like orders from clients or customers that want fulus for themselves. You can see that right now we can sell this fulu for quite few like money bucks. I have to be honest, like 100 isn't like very much in this game, but yeah, you kind of like send it through the pipe, kind of like, I don't know how it's called, pipe, I don't know how to say it, sorry guys, but yeah, this kind of like pipe system, like it's cute, it's so cute, I love it. Yeah, if you want to like sell something, you have to kind of like stuff it into the balls. So yeah, or orbs, sorry, I call it balls, but yeah, it's called orbs in here. Yes, so this machine is for buying orbs. I have kind of like problem with the fact that this is the only machine for orbs you can get. You like kind of you can't move it around, and you can't buy other one for the time being, which is bad, because I would like to have at least one over there at the battle room, which I'll show you like later, and why I'll tell you later why I am kind of like upset because of it. Yeah, so the first thing I would advise you to do is just take these like machines and kind of like move them into your main room, which is going to be over here probably, maybe, for me at least, I'm doing this because this is like orbing machine that you'll be using real often. So I'm always placing it next to this orb machine where you can like buy them, and then you're gonna probably like go over here and be selling it. So this is why I'm like making it like this. And now I'm gonna kind of like move these stuff around for a bit. I'm gonna probably put it in here. The placing of these like machines and stuff is kinda clunky, but I am sure it gets so much better in the future, so don't worry about it too much. Yeah, I'm gonna probably like place it. Yeah, it's really, sometimes it gets kind of like clunky. I just don't know why. Yeah, I'm gonna place it like here. Here is place where you can put your essences into, and on the other side there is place when you can store your eggs in. But right now there is like no kind of like stand where you can place orbs, which is really, really like shame. I don't know. I have to be honest. I don't know what this thing is for, and I like haven't seen how can I like use it. So far I have no idea what this kind of like panel thingy is. Yeah, but right now, yeah, also the move, this kind of like pipe where you get your like bite stuff gets from, yeah, it doesn't like move, so it will always be in here. So right now we have to kind of like make money, and stuff. So I'm gonna probably take this fulu, I'm gonna stuff it into this bowl, I'm gonna go and take this fulu and do the same. So we kind of like will generate, quite few bucks. I don't know where is the like last one. Probably you should, probably like from the beginning, it would be great if you could kind of like think about which fulu you gonna use for your battles, which will like came in like probably like really soon. So then you can like kind of like focus on making them or buying the right essences for it. Yeah. So I would advise you to not really rush the battles, but because, it can get really hard. And then you have to like kind of take the fulus, stuff them into the spheres, and then, put them into the places where you can heal them, which I'll show you where it is. These three, like, I don't know how to say it, like displays are for healing fulus. And the first one you're gonna unlock at level 5, which we'll get like in a few, I guess, minutes. But yeah, you have to kind of like, it's like kind of like clunky, to be honest. I'll show you like in a few minutes. So right now I'm gonna sell all these fulu that I have. And maybe you noticed already that on the board here, we've got like this poro. And you can see it's in rare quality. Yeah, and that means you have to like really make this one of, rare quality, of this quality, which is like asked for, to be able to sell it. And real quickly, you'll see it in a minute. When you are progressing like faster, the board will change also. Like the requests will change also real fast, and then you are stuck with board full of, fulus on qualities and levels that you aren't able to make at the moment. So yeah, so like don't rush things, really, guys. Don't rush it. Yeah, you can see there is like fulu that we absolutely can't get right now. Yeah. So for example, that this little beautiful floralet is from is created from green essence, which you like won't be able to unlock up to the level 9, which is kind of like far away. But there is like way of getting to this essence, but I'm gonna be talking about it later. Yeah, so right now we have to like repeat the process. It kind of feels like it's repetitive. Yeah, it kind of like feels like it, but just enjoy it. Enjoy the process. So right now I'm gonna make us kind of like this type of buy. Is it called buy? I'm not sure about it. But yeah, let's go with this. And I'm gonna try to make us some money. We have like 2,300, almost 400. And I would suggest you use it wisely. But it's up to you how you like gonna deal with this. I usually buy one more set of these just to be like more efficient, because it takes time. And right now we have to have all like guys, like really like take, you know, kind of like notice these quests, because they can make you more XPs and money, and they are like, yeah, like really like try to like, you know, complete this little quests on the side. Yeah, so right now the games want us to have 3 identical fulus, which is absolutely all right. I'm gonna probably go, I'll just check, you know, I'm gonna check the, you know, recipe, because I can't remember. I would suggest to go with boar, because it has great like attack, base attack, and also it is like really good at defense. So I would probably go for this. I tried all these, you know, basic creatures, and I have to be honest with you, I don't find this one or this one to be like that strong. So I'm gonna go with 2 fire and one neutral. So 2 fire, 1 neutral, and we gonna make ourselves. Oh my god, I switched. You know, these. We gonna get ourselves. You know, this fulu. I also will probably buy one like another set of these machines to be like kind of like more efficient, as I said already. Yeah. So let's put it in here. Also, like, let's take this and put it around here. Yeah, it's like kind of, you know, it's, if you want to be like really precise in, you know, on when, like, you know, in where you want to like put this, it's, yeah, it's not like really working that much. Yeah, so I'm gonna take these 2 eggs. I'm gonna go with 2 of these and 2 of these and 1 of this. Yeah. So right now we've got like ourselves, we've got like 3 eggs with the same, you know, fulu. I kind of like hope that we gonna get, you know, a better quality. We can store these essences in here. Also, it's kind of like, I don't really get why there is like 4 in this like row. Or is it row? I'm not sure about it. Or is it like column maybe? Yeah, since you are using like 3 essences like at the same time, so it really like doesn't make sense to me. It would be great if you can store more in it. I really also hope that we gonna get to buy these stands. It would be awesome. But right now it's not possible. But I think that with release, the game gonna kind of like, you know, change and stuff. So yeah, like, just, you know, don't be too hard on the game. So let's open this one. And we've got our, you know, bower. Yeah, I don't know what that was, you guys, so sorry. Yeah. Nice. We can take these. Also, there is like this kind of like robot which kind of like tries to help you with, you know, these trash on the, you know, in the laboratory, but it costs 5,000. And right now I really wouldn't like, I would advise, you know, I would be against buying it because it's really expensive and the robot can take only 1 item at the time. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, bottle, you know, empty vial on the floor, or if it's, you know, big like, you know, box. It can take only 1 item at the time. And yeah, I can show you. It's like really expensive, and it's, at least for now, it's really not that like efficient, to be honest. So I kinda like, I wouldn't advise to use it, but it's up to you guys. And maybe you find it like to be, it's cute, and it's like really great to have someone which will help you to kind of like, you know, take care of trash and stuff. Yeah, also, I don't think this is like a multiplayer game, so we will see if we can get it in the future. I have no idea about it. But yeah, we've completed the kind of like one part of the tutorial. And right now we're gonna see how to do like, higher evolution of one creature. So we're gonna go over here and kind of like unlock this one. It's called merging machine or merge machine, maybe to be more specific. I also hate how do how the kind of like hints works in this game. I think it will be like repaired or fixed. So I'm gonna take one of these. You can't have like more of these in hands. It just you can take only one item at a time, and you kind of like put it into the merge machine. You have to have 3 of them. It doesn't have to be the same quality as I said already. It just has to be the same type, which is unfortunate, to be honest. I would love to merge, different species together. Yeah, and if you have like 3 of them, you can see that there is like slight chance to have, much like higher quality out of it. So right now we have like 76% to be common quality. Then we have 15% for uncommon, 6% for rare, 3% for epic, and legendary is not gonna happen. Yeah, also, I don't think any of the others gonna happen. So then you press the button, and I'll show you how the process works. So you're gonna just sit here. No, you can do like anything in the, what you need to do. But basically, you kind of like drown or maybe like disinfect these, fulus. And yeah, they merge together in the, like in this one. Yeah, I have to be honest with you guys, it's kind of like, I don't know, it is like kind of like disgusting if you think about it, and it's kind of like unmoral if you think about it. But yeah, like really don't think about it that much. Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to like, kind of like move a bit over here since my hands got like stuck in one position for too long. Yeah. So, and right now, we wait for another few seconds, and we gonna get you can see it already in there. There is like the picture of what we get, which is kind of, I think, if you are waiting for the new creature, I think it's better if you don't know what you get. Yeah, but we gonna get Borat, and yeah, it's like, it has, higher stats. Yeah, it gets the fierce look in its eyes. Yeah. Ta-da! So now we've got a, second evolution of this creature, and you can find you can see that the creature is like fire. It has its attack got like straight to 8. Its defense like got to 6, and also it has higher like HPs. Yeah, right now this is the thing. If you want to have like the 3rd evolution, now you're gonna have to make two more of these. So that means you have to like make the whole process again. You have to buy more eggs, like to be able to get to 2 more of these to make 1/3 like evolution, which makes sense, right? So right now we have to buy ourselves not only like 9 eggs, 9 eggs, no 9 6 6 eggs. We gonna have to like buy 6 eggs, and then we'll merge them together, and then we gonna get 3 of these second evolution creatures, and then we gonna take these second evolutions, these 3 second evolutions, and stuff them into this merging machine, and we finally got to our like 3rd evolution. So this is something that you should probably like consider. And here you can see that we already got so many like orders for the rarities that we don't have. So yeah, that was what I was talking about, that the more you progresses, the hardest is to like sell them. But I find out like kind of like tip I find out that if you're gonna, if you get to sleep, or hold on, I'm gonna try to say it like more clearly. I find out about the tactic, how to like kind of like dispose of unwanted fulus. You make, I don't know, few fulus that you'll want to like sell. Then I leave them in a balls here, somewhere in the laboratory, probably somewhere here to be, close to the selling spot. Then I go to sleep, and when I get up, like the board will kind of like change, and I am somehow I am able to sell like at least half of these that I couldn't sell the day before. I don't know how that works, but yeah, I find it real helpful, and yeah, it helped me a lot. So right now we have to like decide what do we do with this boar. I would probably gonna like continue with this. Also, you guys, how long are we streaming? I have no idea. Yeah, maybe I should be, for a little while. Then I'm gonna have to, end the stream. I can hear my voice is like kind of started scratching, and it gets like real. I kind of like feel I am getting a little bit tired. I also have some work I have to do today, so yeah. So right now I would probably go and buy us, since we got the money, buy us a 6x. I will also... Oh no, we can... You know what? Maybe let's see if we can get... Hold on, maybe we can get to battle room? Yes! Now we get the access to battle room. Here is where the magic happens. Here is where you can make, tickets for the, bingo machine downstairs. And it is like really, it works kind of like little strange. When you like get to beat the other team, the enemy, you get to win 2 tickets. It doesn't matter how, how much of your fulus like survive, you always get only 2 tickets for the win. If you lose, you also get 1 ticket. So really, from the beginning, it doesn't matter that much on if you lose or if you like win. But I would suggest you to kinda, try to win and win quickly. Because if you have to like wait for the healing process of your pals, it's kind of like the game is still a little bit clunky. So I would like advise you to slightly like take care of which fight you will like go into. Yeah, you can definitely see what kind of team is up against you. You can see like right from the beginning when you have like only the like common quality and stuff, you are up against one of these which has either there are like 2 hybrids, which is there can be really like strong. Also you have like the 3rd evolution, 2nd evolution, and 1st evolution in here. They are all common at least, so that's something at least. But you also have the option to kind of like reroll. I would not advise it, since in my experience, when I reroll, it gets harder and harder. So yeah, so it's up to you guys. But you can reroll for $20, which is awesome. And I like this feature. Here, there is like the only place in the whole laboratory which you can store your like orbs into. I don't absolutely get the idea, because when you kind of like go into fight, you are required to take your fulus out of over there, and they are not stored into the orbs. So you have to take them out, and you have to like pack them into the orbs again, and and then you have to like take them over here one by one, since you can't like have more more than one like in your hands. So yeah, it's kind of like really clunky, but I'm pretty sure it gets better. So yeah, this is like the only like panel which you can store your orbs into, and also you can to move it. So yeah, I find it like, I don't know why is it the way it is right now, but yeah, I am like, you know, sure that it's going to change. So yeah. So right now I'm gonna do one thing I like to do all the time. I'm gonna buy us this ember thingy. You have limitation for a day. You can buy only 5 piece of this ember a day. Also, it's really expensive, so yeah. I'm gonna see. Yeah, I probably. Yeah, I'm gonna probably like buy 5 of them right away, and yeah, the ember is like you want to like buy it sometimes because there is chance that from the ember you gonna get better quality egg. That can't happen from common egg. But yeah, if you buy amber, you can get, you know, better quality like eggs, which means more money, more power, you know, and stuff. So also, if you want to buy amber, you have to say this, you know, amber smelting machine, which is kind of like expensive to be honest. And yeah, without it, you're not gonna able to do anything. So also we can buy ourselves a few, you know, of these essences. I would probably go with 6 and 3 since we gonna like try to get our, you know, 3rd evolution of the boar. And right now we are on 1680, which is kind of like expensive, yeah. But whatever. Yeah, so I don't even know why, but the embers are just, you know, like this. I don't know why they aren't like packed into the like box. I don't know. I have no idea. Also, it happened to me one time that I was like, you know, I was like buying some chocolate. I bought like few pieces of chocolate, and the chocolate isn't also like packed in the box, and it's like, you know, piece by piece, and the chocolate was you know, coming through the floor. It was awesome. Yeah, it was funny, but not as funny as probably people would love to. So would love to be. Yeah, so I'm gonna place this over here. I'm gonna like unpack it. So yeah, we're gonna kind of like prepare ourselves for the upcoming, you know, creations. Yeah, so right now I'm waiting for the ember to kind of like, you know, do its thing. One thing is like for sure, from every ember you gonna get an egg. But yeah, the quality of the eggs is like really, you know, random, so you have to kind of take this into the consideration. But I really like to buy the embers. I was trying to, you know, avoid buying embers like from the start, but I didn't find out the game to be like easier or like more like fast or quick paced or something. No, I'm just I went back straight to, you know, buying embers. Yeah, so now I'm gonna open it, and we've got ourselves a common egg. Well, it doesn't really, like, you know, hurt to me at all. Yeah, so now you can see that we have like 5% chance to get, you know, legendary egg, 11% to get epic, and 18% for rare, 28% for uncommon, and 38% for common. Yeah, this is like why you want to buy Ember. But it's up to you guys. When you will be playing this, it's absolutely up to, you know, your style of playing. So I'm just, you know, kind of like, you know, talking, speaking, and stuff. It's up to you, definitely. Yeah, so you guys, I'm gonna, you know, crack open this Ember, and maybe I should be ending my stream right now. Let's open this one. And we got finally something better. We got uncommon egg, which is awesome, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna do... I don't know why I couldn't take these. Yeah, so let's put it in here. So yeah, so also the sleep, how the sleep works in this game. When you're like, you know, when your character gets tired, you can go and you can, you know, spend the night over there on your like sofa. You can sleep, and then you kind of like, you know, moves into the next day. But also, if you are not tired, you can skip the day. It makes sense, right? So yeah, I don't know how the like, you know, how this really works. I don't know how you get yourself to be tired to can like, you know, skip the day. So it's something that I probably would have to like kind of find out. So I'm not able to, you know, tell any or, you know, say any like tips on this. So yeah. Oh, you've got the rare. Okay, that's good. That's good. I have to be honest with you. Right from the start, what I am doing, since, you know, you've got quite a, like, you know, it's, if you like do this the way I am doing this, you're gonna probably like have no, like have not much money. So like from what I'm doing is that I am, I kind of like sell the, you know, higher quality, you know, fulus, because you can, you know, you can make more money out of it, so it makes really like sense to me. And yeah, I'm kinda like using common eggs for, you know, slight possibility there will be like better outcome. And yeah, I'm kind of like focused on to make, you know, some basic 3-party like team that will go into the battles. Then don't have to really like win, since even for like losing the game, you're gonna get 1 ticket to the machine, so it really doesn't matter to me at all. But I'm like trying to sell these better like pals. Also, you don't have to really like push yourself into making the, you know, the biggest evolution in the game right from the start. You can just wait for the like best quality egg, and then you can, oh nice, we got epic. Nice, that's great. You got just, you know, you can use these, you know, first levels or first evolution, you know, monsters, but on the much higher quality. It can really like kind of really do like much more for you than using, you know, evolution 3 on common like, you know, quality. I don't know if that makes any sense. I hope it does. I really hope it does. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna have to buy more. Yeah, so it's definitely like up to you and up to your play style. So when you have the chance to play this game, you definitely want to play it like the way you feel more comfortable with. I kinda have my, you know, plan how to like proceed in this game, so yeah. It's up to everyone, and I find it like really enjoyable, to be honest. Yeah. So out of like 5 embers, we've got, I think, 4 of better quality, which is like really, really good. Usually you don't get too much. You usually like out of 5, you got like 2 to 3 like common qualities, which is, yeah, this is really good. Yeah, so right now we can see that we kinda like don't have the right fulu for, you know, yeah. Oh no. Okay, so that's like second evolution. Yeah, I've got like, there is like no right order for this fulu to be sold, so I'm gonna kind of like, you know, throw it in, in the corner and wait for its time to, when the time comes, right? Yes. Let's see how the, yeah, so you can see how the rare quality looks like. It just have this kind, you know, kind of like glow to it. Yeah. Yeah, so it's how it it's how it looks like. Also, we have like 3 of these. We can merge them together, and there is like possibility that we can get like higher quality, second evolution fulu. But I probably just would sell them for money, since we will like really need them. So yeah, this is the way I'm gonna do it. Also, you guys, probably I'm gonna end the stream right now. I will see you tomorrow. Right, tomorrow is, yeah, I know, yeah. Sorry, I was like kind of thinking at which time I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. So, if you would be interested, we can, kind of like play this game. Also like tomorrow. So it's really up to you, to be honest. But yeah, I would definitely love to show you how the battles works and how it looks when you go like more into the depth of the game. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. I can't wait to see you again. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really like grateful that you kind of like stopped by. I've met quite new like viewers today, and it's like really fun and enjoyable for me. So thank you for that. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, as I already said that, and I am just gonna, end the stream right now. So bye, have a great time, have a great rest of your day, and yeah, tomorrow then. Bye bye, thank you guys.
Maybe I'm a